please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Oh, or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you.
Strong. I'm just cleaning. Like,
You've never lifted before.
I lifting map. Like I'm cleaning and then like I'm lifting map. You can just try it. Just be.
Wow!
What?
What is this? Whoa!
How I can do like this? If it's like not fake, like. What's happening? That's what I'm talking about. Like my mom tell me I'm very strong.
What is this?
This is the map. Be careful with your leg here. I will just put it back, sorry. Like regular. Guys, you like joking with me, like. Put it back, sorry. Like regular. Guys, you like joking with me, like. I mean, I work with this map. I have to clean the chalk here, guys.
How do you make it so easy, man?
Easy what? No, it's pretty nice way, honestly. This is like regular map,
How do you use it?
like this and
Who are you?
cleaner Anatoly, like.
She got that full court money like she playing for the Cavaliers. Her rent paid, Chanel shades, her hair like, baby, you all of that. You know what's up? Run it back slow, baby, with no hands. What's up? Spin 150s, gon' do your dance. Drop that thing like confetti. Drop that thing like confetti. Baby, you know you ready. Drop that thing like confetti. All you gotta do is just move.
Don't judge a book by its cover. That's my message, guys, and my favorite quote, by the way. And in the next 1 minute, I'm gonna show you unique training method to get stronger, gain lean muscle, and transform your body in just 8 weeks. All of these daily 2 hours workouts, arms days, calves days, bunch of different exercise, it doesn't work like this.
My training program is a small amount of really important exercises from my powerlifting background, which is really works, and of course the system, I mean training periodization. And to get the progress using my training program, I mean Anatoly Power System, doesn't matter you are man or woman, you are beginner or pro, you train at home or maybe you lifting something really heavy in the gym. The training program will be customized specially for you, based on your fitness level, your abilities and of course your goals. 60,000. This is the amount of people who already tried Anatoly's training programs. And for me guys, it's not about the huge number, it's about the results. You're doing amazing transformations and it's something I'm really proud of. And that's all because of your hard work. And now you have the tool. All what you need to do is start using it. Start right now without any excuses. You have the goal, you have your dream, and now we are going. Anatoly Power System, the link will be below in the description, guys. Welcome to your new family. Let's go.
Abs. You doing abs, right?
Yes, we're doing that.
Nice one. Just like advice from the side. Sorry, you didn't ask the advice. You have better to do like this one. Crazy. Is it like this? By the way, my mom told me I'm also very strong.
Bro, the mom is teasing you, bro.
The coach of the cleaners, you know that guy? He tell me this one better than Waze.
Coach for cleaner?
Coach, master, cleaner.
Really?
Master sensei.
Bro, it's not like this. Bro, it's like this. You need to train him more, bro.
This is
You should say your abs.
my abs,
Yeah. You
I-
can teach us.
but I'm not the trainer, like I'm just cleaner, like
But you're giving advices.
I like to give advices. It's not really like,
Bro, you need more muscles. Your mom is just, I mean, making you feel like you're good. You're not
yeah,
good, bro.
real cleaners should do this them up always, like any exercise, even the back row or...
No, you have to take the weight.
By the way, like my mom tell me the muscle is not important, like,
Muscles are important for lifting. You need to train more.
you mean I need to use weights? Just hold them up, please. That's what I'm talking about. The mouth, like my. Yeah, but I have like. I'm not sure. Is it like? Is it?
I really do abs.
I do sometimes, but with them up. Do you know my coach or not? Tell me honestly.
No.
You don't know? Mr. Panadol. My name is Anatol. He is Panadol. Sensei Panadol. Yeah. He's from Shaolin, like from mountains. This is Samantha. This is my map. No worries, try it.
Oh. Oh.
What's happening? Heavy. Oh yeah. It feels like
That's so heavy.
she's joking or what?
No, that is
You-
actually heavy. How are you?
But this is like just Samantha.
This is like impossible to move.
Can you just hold them up, please? Yeah.
One shot.
No,
How are
just
you moving that?
you like joking or? If you don't mind, I will do with you.
Yeah. I can try.
Something happened.
Your mouth, it's what is this?
This is the map. I mean, if you don't mind, I will show you exercise this
Yeah,
one.
showed us. That's
So much better for abs. This exercise for the back, much better to do like with the one hand, honestly. Like this one. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. It's funny.
That's what I'm talking about. Like she tell me for lifting the muscle, just be careful with your legs. It's not important. Like, I mean,
Are you for real, man?
for real, what for real? You're doing like this, yes, and then you're doing like this one, and then you do like this on the sides, and then like the results like this. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty like good one. 58. Like this is like. This is the bigger one you took. Like. Yeah, man. Is it okay? We'll try one more bite, please. Mister, sorry. If it's okay, I will take for one set.
You want to check?
One set, like yeah. Yeah. Just one set. My coach, she showed me like this one we are doing. And then we're doing like for legs one. This is how we train like legs. Like this. Like this.
Check this girl.
What? Why are you touching me? What's how? Mister, Mr. Panadol showed me everything.
You have to teach us with your Panadol
Absolutely, I want to learn from you.
This not that light as you think.
This is kind
This-
of man. What is this, man?
It's like regular map, like. Is something wrong with the map?
Oh, I know.
This is more for cleaning? Are you for real, bro?
As I told you, my map told me the muscle is not important.
Bro, your mom didn't tell you anything.
No,
You're
mom.
just lying. You're kidding me, bro.
Why you like laughing? This is the real.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is Panadol, Mr. Coach. Like, I will take them up. Non-mom, map. My map. Map told me, Samantha. She told me. You don't need looking for Mr. Coach. He will come in the right time, like, honestly.
When?
Whatever, when you will be ready.
You are ready,
Yeah,
yeah?
we're absolutely ready.
Maybe not really ready. I don't know. But he will come in the right time. Sorry guys, I need to go. Like, also, if you need like any kind of cleaning service, home cleaning service or something,
Perfect. I mean,
Just-
that's the only person that can
I will
that
come.
is you.
I will come with them up if you want. Just like let me know. Thank you. Okay. I'll be there on that side. Yeah. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget about the likes, comments, and of course, don't forget about the training program. The Anatoly Power System, this is the only one sponsor of this video. And this is the product which I'm proud of, and more than 60,000 people already tried it. And the results, right now on the screen, you can see that. So Anatoly Power System, Samantha, 32 kg map, and the girls. And of course, guys, thank you for this amazing year. I hope and I know
This entire story. Well, a day ago on the old Rainbow Six Siege Reddit over here, they were like, guys, there's a massive breach. Accounts are given billions of credits and random bans. Now, according to the fellows at Rainbow Six, nobody is going to be banned for spending illegal counterfeit currency. The ban ticker is turned off because, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want anybody to have N-words spammed at them. An official R6 shield guard did occur, a ban did occur, but it was actually unrelated. And if you play Rainbow Six Siege at all, you'll notice sometimes at 2 in the morning you'll be playing the game, and it'll just be like fucking 5 minutes of random players getting banned. Now, to give you an idea, Rainbow Six is a game that is very, very incentivized towards you spending money. So when you get gifted free currency, whether it be the paid or not, you can imagine that would break the fucking marketplace. In fact, if anything, the game's third-party marketplace would be broken because so many people have access to actual goods that they trade around all the time. Now, in this case, obviously, all it took Ubisoft to do was to basically stop the entire game, lock off the system, and revert the changes that are being made. So basically, all they do is just load back a previous state of their servers, similar to how when you emulate, you can load a certain state, and, you know, things should be reverted. It'll take like maybe a day or two before they ever get to that point. But again, because of a bunch of hackers, people who probably would have had, you know, the holidays off, now they have to be working out there. It's crazy shit. I love how the community has these nightmare decisions. Like, if Ubisoft does roll back, it's going to be the cleanest fix, but anyone who legitimately spent real money or put time into the purchases will be angry. Ubisoft does not care if their player base gets angry, okay? We're still going to be playing Siege no matter how much they fucking ruin this game. The Ubisoft ban accounts that use the given currencies that will wipe out trust and punish innocent players. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing that. Because again, they could just revert back to before certain purchases were made or certain progress was done. They might even actually like refund money that was like being spent during the day of the hack too. And I'm sure it's easy for them to do that. The Ubisoft does nothing and lets the currency remain. It destroys the in-game economy, competitive integrity. Bro, they're not going to let you have a free microtransaction, okay? Just forget that forget that level of copium, all right? It's just not going to happen. You have a bigger chance of aliens landing in front of your fucking front doorstep, giving you like a free spaceship before Ubisoft even gives you a free alpha pack, for crying out loud. It ain't fucking happening. So there was a lot of discussion about like how could such a hack happen, right? And based on like, you know, the hack in progress over here, like, you know, people getting free money and whatnot and the ban system being affected, a lot of people started pointing the fingers towards something known as Mongo Bleed. Now, for somebody that doesn't know what Mongo Bleed is a actual exploit that attacks something known as MongoDB, a database server that a lot of these companies use for data storage and data structuring. So to give an idea, CVE 2025-14847 was the actual memory leak exploit that occurred. So to give an idea, according to the exploit, a flaw in the zlib message decompression returns for MongoDB, which is where a a client talks to the server, they send back information, and usually that information is compressed using something known as zlib, and basically it returns the allocated buffer size instead of the actual decompressed data length. This allows attackers to read uninitialized memory, which again, if it's coming from the server, they can actually view, you know, information that is stored here. So you can send a compressed message with an inflated uncompressed size claim, so basically bullshitting. MongoDB allocates a large buffer based on the attacker's claim. zlib decompresses actual data into the start of the buffer. The bug causes MongoDB to treat the entire buffer as valid data. BSON parsing reads field names from uninitialized memory until null bytes. So basically how it works is that the exploit crafts BSON documents, and when the server parses these documents, it reads field names from uninitialized memory until it hits a null byte. Each probe at a different offset can leak different memory regions. Now the result is, what happens is, because the server reads this information from the attacker, it just allocates a buffer of memory to hold decompressed information. But because the actual data that the attacker sends is smaller than the buffer size that's being claimed, the server does not overwrite any old data sitting in the memory space. It actually just sends the buffer filled with uninitialized heap memory right back to the attacker, which again allows you to leak information from these MongoDB servers. So the way that this could possibly be used against Rainbow Six or Ubisoft, from my understanding, from what I know, is that basically the attackers found some IP ranges, they found the actual MongoDB ports, the MongoDB addresses, the server locations for Rainbow Six. They then therefore used Mongo Bleed to attack these servers and possibly dug up things like session tokens or, I don't know, credentials or any of that stuff. And of course, eventually once they got access to some level of credentials, they were able to get inside and modify and control things in the Rainbow Six side of things, therefore executing commands that would allow them to grant players more money or, you know, launch something like bandwave announcements on the servers. And of course, obviously, this is not something that anybody had wanted. Ubisoft did in fact get a breach. Now ultimately the important part for me here is, was the breach involving of any user information? And for that, we actually don't really know. I think Ubisoft said that we don't really have to worry about any of that, and honestly, I kind of hope that's true. There was actually some discussion of who the fuck did this stuff, and ultimately it came out to a whole bunch of claims about various groups fighting. So one group, and this is all from like the fellows over at VX Underground, so hello Smelly, one group claimed to have exploited a Rainbow Six Siege service to manipulate bans and in-game inventory. A second group, a second hacker group has hit the tower, allegedly exploited a MongoDB instance, this is where the MongoDB stuff came from, to pivot into Ubisoft's internal Git repositories. And then again, they claimed that they stole a large archive of internal source code from the 1990s to the present. Now, if this shit is true, and it's not verified to be true, trust me, I looked through this shit all fucking day yesterday, could not find a single shred of proof. If that was true, that would be fucking huge. Imagine having the source code to some of the best Ubisoft games out there, okay? I'm looking at you, Prince of Persia. I'm looking at you, Splinter Cell. Third group claims to have stolen Ubisoft user data. Again, I scoured I checked the dark web. I did everything for you guys. That shit I could not prove to be true. And I couldn't even see that they were attempting to extort the company. Now, a fourth group disputes some of the claims, and they stated the second group, had access to Ubisoft source code allegedly for a while. Again, I couldn't find this evidence whatsoever. Now, apparently, if these guys had access to over 900 gigs of data from Ubisoft and Crytek, if this is actually true, if it's not just bullshit information, we'll find it out, obviously, in the next few days. Ubisoft would probably have to announce that, or at least mention it, at least, to like shareholders, if anything, right? Like, guys, we just got a whole bunch of information leaked. And that goes same for like if user data was breached too. So yeah, this is a bad situation if it's true. Unfortunately for the hackers, I haven't been able to absolutely confirm that this is true whatsoever. The reality of it is that I'm hoping it ends at the Rainbow Six Siege shenanigans, okay? If a bunch of players got given 1 billion fucking credits, and like, you saw some naughty things in the bandwave, that's probably the best possible case outcome for it. Ultimately, the end for me, I was a little bit worried that, maybe something like personal information, billing information, something like that probably got leaked out. But thankfully, that doesn't appear to be the fucking case, so we can kind of like breathe a little bit easy, because obviously when that kind of stuff happens, it's just a headache for everyone. Like if your address gets leaked out, billing information, and I mean, we know how much effort Ubisoft actually probably puts into like their fucking security. It can be absolutely devastating. But if it's just gaming nonsense like this, I don't think we have to worry too terribly much. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Ubisoft got completely fucking, like, they got hacked. They got a pretty bad hack. To the point where even as we're talking, one of their most popular online games is completely shut the fuck down. I can't access Rainbow Six Siege. It's one of the reasons why I've been playing fucking Tarkovs last night, okay? I had to switch to I had to get my tactical shooter fix in some way. But ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it, I am out.
Off to save the day now. Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, that's when you know that you have to fly, the signal in the sky. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, that's when you know that you have to fly, a signal in the sky, let's go. You know you got a lot to do, let's go. And everything depends on you, let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, that's when you know that you have to fly, the signal in the sky, let's go. You know you got a lot to count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, superpower. Power, super, superpower. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's
This is what you came for? And guess what? This is Wednesday. Imagine what Sundays look like. Woohoo! We found each other. Success. Imagine you go on a vacation to a foreign country or a foreign city, but most of the stuff you actually see are just other foreign tourists who came to see what other tourists show them on different social media platforms. That's what we're kind of in Prague right now. And it's very interesting to observe it from a local's perspective. Now, yes, I am aware of the fact that I happen to live in one of the most beautiful cities around the world, and people come here to experience the atmosphere. Well, I question what atmosphere, because the local atmosphere is kind of long gone. I mean, I was here last week showing to journalists from all around the world that you can buy strawberries with chocolate for a price that if my grandma would see, she would roll in her grave twice. And the best view is acquired by sitting in one of these restaurants. You get to see the back of this lady. So, yes, I understand. You come for the first time, maybe you want to see this. Well, please avoid weekends before any holidays. But how about we show you places where we feel great, and when we feel there is an actual atmosphere that we like to enjoy. Can I show you those places? They're 5 minutes from here. Bear with me. Oh, and by the way, our show is also about scams, which many people like to watch. Well, there's many on the square, and as we're filming this episode, we actually ran into one, which kind of derailed us on a side quest. But that's a different story. Cool places. And now if you're saying, wait, is this one of those videos where you uncover a hidden gem? Well, you're gonna spoil it by tons of tourists going to it, right? No, because we did something that no tourists that follow TikTok videos would ever do. We're taking 3 stops on a tram. And here we are, a couple tram stops later, a different kind of atmosphere, maybe a local kind of atmosphere where locals hang out and enjoy their free time during the holidays or whenever. Let me show you. There are so maybe a local kind of atmosphere where locals hang out and enjoy their free time during the holidays or whenever. Let me show you. There are so many things I want to show you and talk about on the spot where we're at, the things that create the atmosphere. One of them is a lamp behind me that is an art piece by a famous Czech artist. And you may wonder, why is the lamp shining upwards? It makes no sense. Well, it is actually a memorial to people who took their lives here, because this bridge is unfortunately famous for that. What is it famous for also is the fact that a metro, a subway, runs through it. So it's not a bridge, but also a tunnel. And it creates sort of a rooftop, you can hear the train now, for the ice skating rink. I really hate to compare the atmospheres through prices, but let's do just that. On the square where we were 10 minutes ago, you could go ice skating. You could get the skates and get the permit for 2 hours for 14 euros. Here, it's half the price. It's only 6 euros for a full day. And if you bring your own skates, you just pay 2 euros and you can be here as long as you want. Now, you may argue, and maybe you will, that this place is missing the markets for the atmosphere. You know, those little stands that sell variety of goods? Yeah, there's nothing local nor traditional about the stuff being sold in downtown where people go to experience the traditional. So there really is no need for that to be here. I mean, you can get your hot wine or beer or whatever drinks or food from the stand. There are public restrooms that you can use as well. I mean, this is pretty much all we need. You can get the traditional strudel here too, which is really good. Costs 39. On the square with the atmosphere, it costs 130. Not 9, just 130, which is still, man. Also, you may wonder, hey, why don't you get those skates to show us how you skate? Well, because I don't skate. The one who skates from this duo is Honza, which we can get from this historical footage. Look at him go. Yeah, this is back when Boomerang was popular. And if you happen to watch this video in the summer months, you may wonder, well, what's here during the summer? It's a skate park, and this place is actually so cool. So recommend any time of the year. Also, the neighborhood we're sending you to experience this atmosphere has many great locations where you will feel great, like this place behind me that our Patreons already know from our map. Get a beer here. Remember where we started the video? On a bridge with a lot of people. You know, Prague is full of tourists. Bridge, old bridge, looking at the castle. But this is uncomparable because not only one castle you can see, but two. Dude, this is the best view in Prague. This is my absolutely favorite picture. I take it whenever I go here, always. It's even hanging in my kitchen. Now, if you're cold during winter, this is the place to go. We're on the Prague riverside that we showed you before. There's this beautiful bell, amazing view of the Vyšehrad Castle. And on the river, during the winter, there's a sauna. I discovered it only a couple weeks ago when I was on a walk here on this empty riverside. I took a peek inside. I'm like, this is pretty cool. So you can come, you can rent the sauna for an hour or 2 hours. And then after you get warm and cozy, you can jump into the river, which we just witnessed a few locals do. Because this is the atmosphere. I just came for the beer. Sometimes I wish I was a tourist in Prague, so I could like come here for an hour and just sit in a sauna, enjoying this view. For some reason, most tourists choose differently. Not only the sauna on the river, but also inside, it's a pub. And next door is a pub/coffee, and next door is another one. Bunch of locals hanging around with some events during the weekend. So these are our local recommendations to experience Prague atmosphere. And it is up to you if you want to experience this or this. Oh, and again, if you think we're gonna spoil this with hordes of tourists, no, you're watching a pretty long YouTube video. This is not a 20-second TikTok short, so I don't think that's gonna happen. If you're our Patreon, you already know these places from our maps, and we have many, many more. Patreon.com/honestguide. I try to keep the map updated. I take the feedback from you. I write my own personal tips so you can actually discover Prague as a local through my eyes and Honza's eyes and enjoy the atmosphere. The link is below the video. For $5, you can find some great spots. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week on another episode of The Honest Guide. Bye-bye. And in the end, I'm going to teach you a Czech word, very useful, how to say bucket, kyblík.
This is a video about Wojak, whom you probably recognize as this bald MS Paint drawing. Wojak is the inspiration for countless redraws and edits, which are known as Wojaks, variants, or simply Jaks, although many may be inclined to simply write him off as just another meme. I can assure you that the history and lore of Wojak extends far deeper than most would think. This video is an attempt to chronicle the history of the Jackscape, if you will, from its inception in 2009 to today, as well as analyzing its importance on the internet and modern culture as a whole. Before we get started, please note that the information in this video is based on research, and I have done my best to ensure accuracy, but online events are not recorded very well, especially in the early timeline of this video. See the on-screen disclaimer for more details. With that said, please consider subscribing if you end up enjoying this video, and let's get started. The earliest known image of Wojak is in a comic dated to December 16th, 2009. This gives us the latest possible date that Wojak could have been created. However, looking closely at this image, it becomes clear that this was not the original appearance of the character. The lines on Wojak are a different thickness than the rest of the drawing, suggesting that Wojak was pasted into the comic rather than drawn with the rest of the panel. So, where does the original image come from? Well, to find that out, we have to actually jump forward to 2012. When a Reddit AMA from a user named Voyak was posted, you might notice that the username Voyak is very similar to Wojak, and that's not a coincidence. Voyak was also apparently known as Wojak, and he is the reason for Wojak's name. For the sake of clarity though, I'm going to refer to the user as Voyak and the image as Wojak. Anyway, Voyak was a niche micro-celebrity on an old image board called Krautchan, which, as the name suggests, was essentially 4chan but for Germans. Although Wojak is named after Voyak, he was not the original creator. However, he does give 3 vital pieces of information about Wojak's origins. First, he states that he found the image on the Polish image board known as Vychan, after which he began reposting it on Krautchan, which is why the image was named after him. Second, the original image he found had the file name
Ciepła twarz,
which means warm face in Polish. This is at least partially confirmable, as the earliest archived picture of Wojak I was able to find on 4chan does have this file name. Third, Voyak claims that his name is because it is responding to the cool face, which is happy and shows approval. Unfortunately, both Vychan and Krautchan are now shut down, and there does not seem to be a working archive for either, which means that it is probably impossible to find the original Wojak post unless someone actually saved a picture of it. However, the information that Voyak provides is still very helpful. First, we can safely assume that Wojak comes from Poland, since it originated on a Polish image board with a file name in Polish. As for when Wojak was created, we still know it had to have been before December 2009. To narrow this time frame down, we have to consider Vojak's third piece of information, that the name
ciepła twarz,
or warm face, is a sort of reverse of something called the cool face, which is happy, as opposed to Wojak's face, which is sad or blank. If we were able to figure out what the cool face is, it would make pinpointing the origin of Wojak much easier. Well, as it happens, I have a pretty good idea of what the cool face refers to, and it might just be the biggest reveal since The Empire Strikes Back. On December 1st, 2008, a comic was uploaded to ebombsworld.com in which a police officer pulls over a man, only for the man to put on his cool face, which turns out to be identical to a face from another comic made just a few months earlier, and which today is better known as the troll face. Now, this may come off as somewhat of a shock, but I actually cleverly foreshadowed this in my video on the troll face. Apparently, this caused the image to be known as the cool face for a relatively brief period of time. If you compare the Wojak and troll face, you can definitely see a resemblance, especially by looking at the nose and forehead wrinkles. I'm not the first person to figure this out, but it still doesn't seem to be a well-known theory. Anyways, putting this together with Wojak's comments about the meaning of the name, it's pretty obvious that Wojak, or
ciepła twarz,
was originally supposed to be someone's rendition of an unsmiling troll face. While we may not be able to find the original Wojak post, this information helps us piece together the backstory. Returning to the timeline with this information, we can limit our time frame to be between the date of Trollface's creation to the first known image of Wojak. We can narrow this down further.
Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Muda Harn. You might be like, whoa, what's with the darkness there, man? Muda, what are you doing? It's 3 in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Some would call it witching hour. I would like to call it the death of FaZe Clan. I would whip out the Ouija board, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll put on the old strip club lighting for everybody watching. Yeah, this is FaZe Clan's website. Now, you might be wondering, whoa, that takes me back to the past. Now, I remember FaZe Clan for me is a pretty important thing, okay? Back in the day when I was a much younger man, I'll be real with you, I used to watch trick-shotting montages. You know, back in the day, there was a game called Modern Warfare 2, the original good one. And inside there were 2 clans, Optic Gaming and FaZe Clan, the old MLG era. You know, these were 2 clans that pretty much just, I would say, popularized that whole, like, gaming phenomenon on the internet. Now, FaZe Clan of today's day and age is a lot fucking different than what I grew up with. Now, if I go to the old FaZe Clan roster here, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it's got people like FaZe Silky, FaZe Ronaldo, FaZe Lacey. This is all bullshit, by the way, because, ladies and gentlemen, all these people have left FaZe Clan, left FaZe Clan, left FaZe Clan. 14 years, half of my life, I'd be lying. Left FaZe Clan. Yeah, it seems like basically everyone inside FaZe Clan has just left FaZe Clan. Now, I was wondering, why the fuck is everyone at FaZe Clan just leaving? Now, I tried to get to the bottom of this using super duper investigative skills here, and it turns out that I had to go to our old friend Aiden Ross. You might remember of MILF token fame, if anything.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back, I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hope none of you guys actually bought it.
Yeah, Aiden Ross had a fair bit to explain about why is it that people left FaZe Clan. So I want you to kind of listen to this one.
I don't know about Ron and Rage because they've been there. Lacey, Jason, Max, they were supposed to sign a contract where they would be giving up 20% of their income to join FaZe, right? I don't know if this is true or false. This is from my understanding what I think happened, okay? Now, that's correct in my opinion, right? Because at that time, they weren't the size they were.
Dude, this guy's chat is so fucking insane. Oy vey. He's a Jew. Whoo! God damn. Aiden Ross's chat's got a whole bunch of happy merchant stuff going on, that's for sure. But to give you an idea, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if that's entirely true. He doesn't even know if that's entirely true. But this doesn't really shock me, generally, when it comes to it. It almost reminds me of things like the music industry. There's a great YouTuber by the name of Barely Sociable. He hasn't uploaded in a fair bit, so I should probably reach out and just see if he's still actually alive. But the few times I've talked to him kind of reminds me of the whole music industry, where a lot of these organizations sort of come in, and they're basically mostly predatory in this situation. So from what I'm gathering, FaZe Clan had this idea of like signing people up, and it seems like most of these people pretty much built their entire platforms themselves. And FaZe Clan was like, yeah, can we have a little percentage of that? Now, again, I don't really know if that's true or not, but to give you an idea of it, imagine if FaZe Clan signed me, FaZe Ordinary Gamers. It's like, yeah, Muda, can we have 20% of the income you make? I would probably tell them to fucking goat-see their assholes, because they ain't seeing a fucking dime of anything that they didn't actually create themselves. And this is one of the things when it comes to any of these organizations, it's how much do they put for you? But again, ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that 20% of a personal brand is kind of an insane thing to ask. So a lot of the people involved here just kind of left, which makes me honestly wonder if there's even something more sinister behind it. Because listen, people leaving is one thing. Everyone unanimously leaving? Well, that's a whole different story. So looking a little bit closer into this from livemint.com, some of these play the journeys we go on this channel to find the reality of the weird world we live in. The current financial structure of FaZe is unsustainable. According to Matt Kalish, Chief Executive Officer of Hardscope, I love these org names, dude. He gave the influencers who operated from a multi-million-dollar Los Angeles mansion the option to go independent or sign deals. So yeah, apparently if you haven't been following with FaZe Clan, you know, it really wasn't a gaming brand, I would say. There's actually two versions of FaZe Clan. There's FaZe Clan as we know it, FaZe Media, and then there's FaZe Esports. Now the esports division, from my understanding, does pretty well. You know, you can catch them on Counter-Strike, you can catch them on Rainbow Six Siege. Basically some of the most popular games, the FaZe Esports division is in. And they actually do come in at pretty good rankings last time I checked. You know, especially in the Rainbow Six Siege circuit, which is probably the only esports circuit that I actually paid attention to. FaZe Clan was pretty much high up there, and I think a lot of that just came from the fact that they just pretty much poached some of the best players in the regions they played and just operated like that. Now obviously my only real connection to FaZe Clan is with its former main leader, Brother Banks. I have nothing to do with what's going on at FaZe Clan right now. I left 4 months ago and have moved on with my life. Unfortunate to see, wishing everyone involved the best. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here. Nobody loves FaZe more than me. And you know, I know this man loved FaZe, all right? Let me tell you, there was a while way back in the day, this is especially after the first time. For me, one of the reasons I also wanted to make this video is the last real connection I've ever had with FaZe Clan was like years ago. Remember when we covered the Save the Kids token scam? And there were a couple connections, actually more than a couple connections to FaZe Clans, at least some of their top players, some of the top, not players, but top like idols at the time, their top like, wow, I'm thinking like a VTuber agency, some of their top like, performers. And the thing about it is, obviously, the whole the whole house of cards started crashing down from there. You had FaZe Clan at the time going, oh, guys, we don't really want to get involved in any of this crypto nonsense. It was basically crypto heyday, crypto NFT heyday. And I would say that FaZe Clan and some of the connections, especially Banks, I would say was pretty much involved in a lot of like, he was a very influential person when it came to just talking about cryptocurrencies or NFTs, not saying that he was involved in any scams in this case. The man almost threatened to sue me because of discussing this kind of stuff. But to give you an idea, Banks was just in general really, really bullish on things like cryptos and NFTs. And I think surrounding himself with other people that were also bullish on this, and then having that kind of stuff bleed into the brand of FaZe, was kind of where things started to take almost that snowball like fucking turn down into hell. Because ultimately, that was the only thing people kind of associated like FaZe Clan with, you know, crypto nonsense scam bullshit. When in reality, it kind of just started off as a, I would say, somewhat humble esports, somewhat humble Call of Duty fucking montage community. Now, Brother Banks had this to say about another ex-FaZe Clan member, Black Boy Max. These names are fucking sending me, dude. You guys see the way I spoke to him via our text messages? He fucked his friends over, left because he thought he was the program, and has admitted multiple times it was strictly a career move. The kid thinks he's Travis Scott, and it's a shame it's come to this. Lying on, dragging someone who's only ever helped you, botting views. Now, the botting view stuff is pretty wild because if you look into the history of like some of these like content creators, especially on like the FaZe circuit, the new guys, you know, going from like a couple thousand viewers all the way to like 5 digits, you know, there's definitely an issue with Twitch TV and just in the streaming space in general when it comes to view botting. Twitch has admitted this. Plenty of streamers have seen this. I mean, we all can just at least be honest and admit with ourselves that some of the top players in the game may not really be as big as they actually are. But that is the case. I think personally, view botting a stream is kind of cringe behavior, but I guess
save the day now. Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Oh, or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Ooh. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Ooh. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Oh, or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, superpower. Power, super, superpower. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, superpower. Power, super, superpower. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got
further if we account for the fact that the original file name for Wojak was Warm Face, directly based off of the Cool Face comic, thus meaning Wojak must have been created after this comic. So, the most conclusive timeline we can make for Wojak's creation is that it occurred somewhere in between December of 2008 and December of 2009. Anything more specific is speculation, but I would guess it happened towards the earlier part of 2009, since that is when the Cool Face name was most popular. Without any screenshots or archives of the original Vichan post, this may be the closest we'll ever come to pinpointing Wojak's date of birth. For many years after its creation, Wojak was not actually known as Wojak, but rather as the Feels Guy. Feels is a term that popped up at some point in early to mid 2010, originating from a 4chan phrase, that feel when, or TFW for short. The phrase is rumored to have been spread by Wojak himself, paired with the Wojak image, which explains their association. While the expression that feel when can obviously be used to describe any emotion, it quickly became associated with feelings of loneliness and sadness on 4chan, with one of the most common variants, that feel when no GF, originating in late 2010. This is probably due to the fact that 4chan's primary demographic in 2010 was socially inactive single males. Wojak, presumably due to his wistful or melancholic expression, continued to be posted along these stories, serving as a representation of the poster's feelings. Although this was by far the most popular use of Wojak early on, the character did evolve a more uplifting side with this image and the associated phrase, "I know that feel bro." The image, which first appeared in early 2011, is the first notable variant of the original Wojak drawing that I am aware of. However, edits of the character representing different emotions continuously popped up even in 2011, such as this Drive theme version, and this version smoking a cigarette. This is likely a result of Wojak being drawn in the simplistic Rage Comics-esque MS Paint style, which makes it very easy for anyone with a computer to modify the image. Although most of these are completely irrelevant in terms of the larger history of Wojak, it does demonstrate that Wojak was always an extremely customizable format, even in the early parts of its existence. In 2013, there was a sudden uptick in new Wojak creations, which showed the meme evolving to show a wider range of emotions, crossing over with other memes, and even becoming front-facing. However, these early variants did not really escape 4chan, at least not for the moment. It wasn't until 2014 when Wojak would develop some of the variations we know today, such as the Crying Wojak, which I was able to trace as far back to February of that year. Due to the popularity of the Feels meme, the character would still be known mostly as the Feels Guy throughout the first 5 years of its existence. The name Wojak, from what I can tell, was primarily used to refer to Wojak rather than the meme itself, although the image would sometimes be called Wojak's face. This only began to change in mid-2014, when the character had a new surge in popularity due to a crossover/rivalry with Pepe the Frog. While Pepe probably deserves an entire video of its own, at this time he was basically associated with the phrase "feels bad man," and fulfilled a similar ecological niche to Wojak as a stand-in for the person posting it. The similarity between the two memes is probably why a feud formed between them, which later became known as Poo Poo Pee Pee. Wait a second, that can't be right. Anyways, during the Poo Poo Pee Pee feud, it seems some 4chan users became confused and began calling the bald MS Paint drawing Wojak. Despite the efforts of some users to correct them, the name began to catch on and surpassed Feels Guy as the name for the character. Another consequence of the Pepe x Wojak crossover was the creation of the Smug Wojak, which had two major variations that appeared in the first few days of August 2014, both of which were clearly based off the Smug Pepe meme. I will note that there is a version of one of the Smug Wojaks that significantly predates this, with the first appearance I could find being in December of 2013. However, it was not until the August 2014 version that it became popular. There is a strange absence of Wojak content all throughout 2015, which can possibly be attributed to Pepe being at its peak of popularity and thus superseding Wojak at the time. The most notable event was the creation of the Pink Wojak, which is like the Crying Wojak but more deranged. It actually first appeared wearing a Mario cap, which was later edited out. You can tell that this is the original because one of his forehead veins is layered over the Mario hat, which would not happen if the hat were simply added on top of the original Pink Wojak. This glasses-wearing Wojak was also posted alongside the phrase, "that feeling when too intelligent," which would spark the evolutionary arms race of the big brain Wojaks in the following year. In 2016, the Masked Wojak, which uses elements of the Smug and Crying Wojaks to represent someone who puts on a facade of superiority, was made. This would later become one of the most common Wojaks to see in memes. Later, in 2016, a post was made to the V, or Video Games board of 4chan, titled, "Are You an NPC?", which presented the theory that many people on Earth are in fact soulless, comparing them to non-player characters from video games. The post contents and date suggest that the user was referring to Democrats or left-leaning individuals, in reference to the polarizing 2016 US presidential election. While this post was not immediately relevant in terms of Wojak, it will become significant later on, so just keep it in mind for now. Around the middle of 2017.
Every second he hangs on this bar, he gets $10, and that is just one of... Come on! Go! Go!
Nope.
Oh!
Anyone's game. There are two opportunities.
Does somebody... Oh! Warm up, Rob. You look like a strong boy. Not Cirque du Soleil, man. This is not a dance. You can't do... It's not sumo. We're going conventional.
Only conventional?
Only conventional.
Oh!
There it is. Congratulations, man. This is your brand new TV. You can decide to walk away right now, or we can go upstairs and you can look at the other prizes and decide if you want to move on. You're gonna walk away with the TV? Are you sure? There's some good ones up there. Are you sure? Think about it.
I'm thinking. I think I'll walk with it. I'm walking.
Okay, there you go, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Go with mystery box?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with mystery box.
I sure got 20. Oh. Yeah. See that butt? Come on.
I love gambling. All right, Mexico!
You just won an all-inclusive trip to Mexico for 2 people.
Oh, shit! I'm going back!
So,
round 2.
I mean, do you have a girlfriend or anything?
Nah.
I mean, when this video comes out, you definitely
They damaged my mental health. Average.
A new term began popping up in some niche communities. The soy boy, according to one definition submitted to Urban Dictionary, began popping up in some niche communities. The soy boy, according to one definition submitted to Urban Dictionary, is slang to describe males who completely and utterly lack all necessary masculine qualities. The actual word is based on some dubious claims that soy products reduce masculinity due to them containing high amounts of phytoestrogens. The actual characteristics of a soy boy are somewhat vague, but one of the most well-known ones is exhibiting the soylent grin, which is an open
To play a game of hide and seek now. If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Ooh, let's go. And everything depends on you. Ooh, Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Ooh, let's go. And everything depends on you. Ooh, let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Ooh, let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. fly. Oh, a signal in the sky. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Oh, or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie to peak now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, superpower. Power, super, superpower. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. not to peak now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got a lot to do. Let's go. And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. What do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go. You know you got please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10, and then we'll have some fun now. Or will you fly away before we count to 1 now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Hey girls, come out and play now. Or do you have to hurry off to save the day now? Well, can't you come over, watch a movie with your friends now? Or will you fly away before we see the end now? The signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. The signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Power, super, super power. Power, super, super power. A signal in the sky, oh, that's when you know that you have to fly, oh. A signal in the sky, oh. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Let's go! And everything depends on you. Let's go! You know you got a lot to do. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek now? If you have X-ray eyes, please promise not to peek now. Well, first we count to 10,